Hi, it's me, your favorite Grippy Sock gamer goblin trash. I've made a lot of new friends in the gaming community, and recently I've been getting a lot of questions on how I make my models. Some of my friends don't want to hit record on their webcam every day, or they have other reasons they want to stay anonymous online while still sharing their content with fellow fans of the game. So why would you even want to make a VTuber? Being a VTuber does have a certain stigma that comes with it. The OnlyFans style stigma, which there's nothing wrong with that. We don't shame that here, and we are completely for you making your buck the best way you know how, and, doing things that make you feel good about yourself. That being said, there's a lot of other reasons you may want to be faceless online. You may have children in the background that may come in at any time, and that can actually get you in trouble on certain streaming services, especially if you do mostly adult content. Not even saying that it needs to be of the schmeckly variety, just cursing a lot, mentioning vapes, alcohol, that sort of thing, and then just being an adult, and then a child walks in and all of a sudden you have issues. There's also the fact that even if you're not worried about your child coming in there, just showing your face online does come with a sense of responsibility, and it can lead to your family experiencing harassment from, some of the people that against online when you put yourself out there publicly. I can understand wanting to protect your family, and that's one of the main reasons I do what I do. It's also just really fun. So first you're probably asking yourself how you make this model in the first place. The world of 3D VTubing becomes a lot less scary when you know the tools that are out there to offer you, especially when they are free. And they are assembled to use as if you made a Skyrim character to a certain extent. Like, you can start off with a pretty decent model with basic sliders and what comes stock with a free program. So we have Vroid Studio. It is free on Steam, Vroid Studio. And you just go ahead and grab yourself that. Alright, and here's Vroid. So you'll see that there's already my models loaded. Now, when you first open this up for the first time, you're not going to have all of these. These are all the ones that I've made. You can see where I've made manas. You can see where I've worked on some other ones where there's some that I have bought or downloaded. The Vroid Studio does come with a good amount of sample models, and something you can do is you can start from scratch, or you can just pick one that looks closest to what you're going to do, and then go and change it from there. So we can start off like how I actually started Manas, who now looks like this. This guy over here, he started off with this particular body model. You can do a lot to the characters once you open them up. So let's go ahead and open up one of these. Let's just go in and make a new character out of one of these the way I would from. We'll start with Fox. Now that we've opened up the character, you can actually adjust it, move it around, and it's very easy to start going in and actually adjusting your character. So it's, like I said, it's easy. If you've ever played Skyrim or any game where you've made your own character, it is basically that simple to start off. I mean, there are more advanced things and techniques that you can go into, but just starting off and get yourself a bare bones model, you can do this fairly easy. You can adjust the eye sizes with sliders, you can go through, change like the eye styles, and then this over here on this is where you'll find all the different parts of the face. You can go in and add texture. We'll get to that lesson maybe another time, but just play around with this and you'll be able to really go in here and change whatever you need to about these characters. Ponytail, you can change the color of the hair, anything that's remappable like this. The orange, outfits are over here. You can go through and adjust the body. Head size. If you want a character that's like even a little bit more chibi looking, you can do that. There's lots of little alterations you can do to these characters to make them feel like they represent you a little bit more, and really just go through your new characters. Outfits, there's come stock for free with all of these outfits. So you can really change it up. It comes out the gate with so many different genres. Like, there's more pretty things, more tech-style things, piracy. I don't know what that is. But yeah, there's a lot of different options to even match the top, dresses, accessories, etc. On top of that, there's a lot of free assets. My biggest go-to, other than, there are some sellers on Etsy that I have seen, but for the most part, what I use is go to Booth.Pm Booth.Pm is a really good resource for 3D VTubers. I think they even have 2D designs and stuff like that, but we will primarily be focusing on 3D. So with Booth, you're going to want to make sure that you're getting things for Vroid Studio. On top of that, you can search whatever you need to and even look for free items. There are a lot of artists who do things for free. Just make sure that you are crediting the artists if you are using them and utilizing them for part of your character design. Alright, and then once you have your character all dressed up and you're ready to export it, little fox girl, you're going to want to export it as a VRM0. Don't go for the VRM1s unless you know your program uses it for sure. Most programs are still looking at VRM0s, so when you export it, make sure you don't have it as a 1, make sure you have it as a 0. It's a little bit simpler for most programs to understand. Title it, it's going to want some information about you, you're going to want to take credit for your own work, make sure you put this information in there so people can't steal your stuff. So there you go, you have it. You have your own VRM, you can save it and load it into your program of your choice. Which now brings the question, what is the program of your choice? So go ahead and go over here to VSeeFace.icu. It is one of the easiest to understand programs on how to load in your model. It is very intuitive, very easy to use, and very low cost on your computer cost. It's very, especially for my gamer friends who are running PC games, this is going to be one of your best friends if you have a lower to mid-tier computer. So I started off with VSeeFace. It was very easy for me to use. I loaded in my VRM that like I just made. So we'll go into add an avatar. When you first start up, you won't have any of this, and you'll have to find the avatar that you just made. I'll be honest, I actually forgot to export the person to a file. That's my fault. I wanted to bring up the one that we just made, but let's just go ahead and bring up one of these guys just for... So, now that you've exported your VRM, just load it up in here, add the avatar, the guy, start it. And then you load up VSeeFace with your new model that you just made. And there you have it. Now you can go in here and you can do a lot of adjustments and settings. Now it doesn't have any of the usual stuff that my other character has. It doesn't have automated smiling. I do know for webcams it does have some automated expression settings, but I haven't been able to figure that out because I personally use iFacial mocap with my iPhone. And that's all personal preference. I think iPhone is an excellent, it has LiDAR and it is an excellent face reader. The webcam does work just fine. It does have triggerable expressions though that I can puppet while I stream, just in case someone makes me laugh, or if I get angry or sad. So there are some options. Once you do this, you can load it into OBS and run it right over your thing. Go to settings. Make sure that the Sprout 2 image capture support is on. You're going to load it in using a Sprout 2 process. So you just open up to add the item. You open up to add the source. Select Sprout 2 capture. Create new. We're going to do VSeeFace. And then we're going to pick VSeeFace from the option there. And there you have it. Now that you have your model set as a Sprout 2 source, you can just go to the sources on your studio of choice, whether you use OBS or you use, I don't know, Streamlabs or whatever you're using. You can go ahead and add this and add a Sprout 2 capture. Now, the caveat is if you're using TikTok Studio, I don't know if they added that feature and they have Sprout 2 yet. When they didn't, I used to have to project from OBS Studio and then pick up the projection onto TikTok Studio until I got my stream keys. So that is an option for TikTok Studio. Hopefully they have added Sprout 2 capabilities to their actual program if you are using TikTok Studio. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. If you want more of this content, please let me know what information you need the most of and follow me for more. Thank you so much and have a great rest of your day.